Welcome back to this week's episode of CTV.
Now let's go check out some prom info with Macy, Morgan, Billy, and Brooklyn.
This week on CTV, we talked to Miss Cook about prom.
Check it out.
I'm here with Mrs. Cook, and what information can you give us about prom this year?
Well, the first thing we'll talk about is the decorating process. So typically we have our junior class do the prom decorating, but this year we are opening up for seniors to help as well. We will start decorating on Wednesday night in the classic gym, starting at 5 o'clock, and we'll do decorating from 5 to 9. On Thursday and Friday during Flex, we'll also be decorating in the classic gym, so you can sign up under Mrs. Radke if you'd like to be able to help with that. And then again on Thursday night, we'll be decorating from 5 to 9. And then on Friday during Flex, we'll work on the pack a little bit as well for decorating. As for Saturday of prom, the first thing to note here at the school is you do have the opportunity to have pictures taken by Mr. Peterson, and all of that information is listed on the prom information sheet, the cost and the time frame. He'll be in the Commons. And then after the banquet, which is being held at Grand Prairie Event Center, you guys will return back to the school to have your vehicle valet parked. So how that process works is you'll pull up to the curb out in the old front side of the school or the canopy, and someone will come out and they will park your car. So they're going to give you a little tag for your keys. They're going to go park your car and you're going to come inside where you're going to check in for Grand March, and then we have all of you head down to the small gym, and then from the small gym we will get you lined up for the actual Grand March. This year Grand March will run through the classic gym and then through the pack as well. So you'll walk through both locations. After Grand March, we have about 20-30 minutes until the dance starts, but the dance will be held in the classic gym. A reminder, maybe something different than last year, is because the dance is right after Grand March, students will stay dressed up for the dance. And then at the end of the dance, you'll be able to get your keys, and you have about 30 minutes again to go and change, and then return here to the school for the after prom celebration.
Thank you.
I'm here with Mrs. Lace, and what are some prizes for after?
I am on the parent committee for After Prom, and to start this process, we sent a letter out to all of the local businesses here in town, and we received donations from many of them, so we thank them for that support. We have right now, we are giving away 15 top prizes, and these will go to seniors only. They range from TVs to Bluetooth portable speakers to Thomas Rhett tickets to Shields cards, Target card, $100 of those for every senior that attends After Prom, and it's just a variety of things that were donated, plus lots of gift cards that we purchased with money that was donated. There's also money that will be given away at the banquet, I believe, up to $500 divided out for people who are attending the banquet.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
We are so excited for prom.
Back to the nest.
Hope to see you all at prom.
Now into Pet Spotlight with Blake, Marcus, Cody, and Braden.
This week on CTV, me, Cody, Marcus, and Braden went around and asked people what kind of pet they have.
Check it out. I'm here with Miss Cook, and Miss Cook, what kind of pet do you have?
I actually have two. I have a cat named Charlie and a dog named Gus.
Thank you. Here with Brady, and Brady, what kind of pet do you have?
I have a dog named Leo.
I'm here with,
Alex Perkins.
and what kind of pet do you have?
I have two cats, one named Percy and one named Honey, both orange.
I'm here with Cade Crock, and what kind of pets do you have?
I have 3 dogs, one Australian Shepherd, and 2 Golden Retrievers.
What are their names?
The 2 Golden Retrievers, Molly and Max, and then Australian Shepherd is Moose.
Thanks. I'm here with G-Money, and G-Money, what kind of pet do you have?
I got a Velociraptor. His name is Piggy.
Wow, those are some really cool pets.
Back to the nest.
Those are some cute pets.
Now let's go check out the new SRL with Gannon, Andy, and Anuan.
For this week on CTV, we went to go check out why we got a school cop next year.
We're here with Mr. Johnson, and Mr. Johnson, why are we getting a school resource officer?
I think from the standpoint of 3 entities, the city, the county, and the school board, they are all wanting to pitch in towards this effort of getting a school resource officer. A lot of it is around the idea of the safety, so that we have an officer that's here for safety reasons. It could be just even building relationships with kids and having kind of that law enforcement relationship with students as they kind of get older. Especially, with parking that we have and a lot of vehicles around too, just getting more of that, and I suppose just other kind of aspects of educational experiences, whether it's talking about chemical abuse, mental health, a lot of different other types of things. I think that we can use that resource officer for education and then just for that relationship building. So.
Thank you.
We're here with Jeff Stratton, and Jeff Stratton is going to be the new school police officer next year. And Jeff, what is your schedule look like for next year?
Next year I'm going to work days, Monday through Friday, and we're looking between 7:30 and 3:30. Gives me an opportunity to come to school early, see some of the bus routes, and just to get to know the kids in and out when they're coming in and leaving school.
What are your responsibilities and job duties going to be?
That's kind of a question we don't really know yet. This is new to Rock County, but we're going to try and get involved as much as we can with the students. A lot of stuff will come up in probably the middle school, elementary, that will be child protection, stuff like that. But we want to just be a resource as much as we can for the students and start to make those connections.
And what are you most excited for?
I'm excited to kind of get back into the groove of high school. I think high school was always a good time for me, so just to get involved with the kids, maybe hit Phi Ed classes, take on some basketball players here and there and some one-on-ones, and just kind of give back to the community that way and just get to know the kids. That's going to be exciting.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Back to the nest.
Thanks, guys.
Now onto the Chanhassen trip band and choir went on with Jace, Hunter, and Burke.
This week on CTV, I went to see what the senior band and choir students did at Chanhassen. Let's go. I'm with Mr. Jarvie. Mr. Jarvie, where did the senior band and choir students end up going this Wednesday?
This Wednesday, they went to the Chanhassen Dinner Theater.
And why did they end up going there?
It's been a tradition for, I'm not even sure how long, but this was my first time going. It's just to give the seniors a little bit of appreciation for all that they've done.
And what is the Chanhassen Theater?
It's a dinner theater where you show up and you go eat a whole meal that's served to you before the show, and then after the show you go watch your performance.
And what was your favorite part about the Chanhassen Theater?
We watched Footloose, and my favorite part was actually the priest's acting of the whole thing.
I'm with Griffin and Luke. What was you guys' favorite part about Chanhassen?
I really enjoyed seeing the show Footloose. It was a really good production, and I just enjoyed the whole thing.
Luke?
Yeah, it was great. The food was great, and the set was amazing, along with the costumes. So.
And what did you guys eat?
I ate the famous chicken Chanhassen.
Sounds good. What about you?
I had some chicken strips and fries, and they were very good.
That's classic. Well, that actually seems pretty cool. I wish that I was in band. Back to the nest.
Wow, that looked like a fun trip.
Now let's go check out some pop combinations with Connor, Jordan, Gavin, and Colin.
This week on CTV, we did a Guess the Pop combination.
Check it out.
I'm here with Ozzy, Caleb, and Zachary Jonathan DeBoer.
This round is Sprite and Coke.
Drink up, boys. Try to get all the flavors. First thoughts?
Sprite and Coke. Definitely Sprite and Coke.
Zach?
Yeah, Sprite and Coke.
That's Sprite and Coke.
This round is Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew.
Drink up, boys.
Probably like Mountain Dew and Sprite, something like that. Yeah. Dr. Pepper and Sprite.
Mountain Dew and Sprite.
Wrong.
The last round is going to be Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, and Mountain Dew.
Last round. Thoughts?
Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, and Mountain Dew.
Just Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper.
I'm gonna go with Sprite, Coke, and Dr. Pepper.
Congrats, Austin, for guessing the most right.
Back to the nest.
Those are some wild combinations.
Now check out a game of Gaga Ball with Nathaniel, Brock, and Zach.
This week on CTV, we explain the rules of Gaga Ball. A player with the ball must throw it in the air and say Ga, and as soon as the ball hits the ground again, they say Ga again. And after they say ball, after the third bounce, the game is live. You are eliminated if you hit someone below the waist or if you hit the ball out of the arena. Players can hit the ball with one or two hands.
A player is not allowed to hit the ball repeatedly unless the ball hits the wall. If the ball hits the wall, you can then hit the ball again. Make sure to check out the Gaga Ball pit.
Back to the nest.
Make sure to go check out the Gaga pit.
Now let's go check out some sports highlights with Eli and Casey.
Hi, welcome back to sports. Let's go look at some highlights.
Softball opened up their week with a doubleheader against Pipestone at home. For the first time in 22 years, Laverne beat Pipestone, and they did it again in Game 2. Final scores were 6-3 and 12-7. Cardinals then traveled to Blue Earth and took home their third and fourth win of the week.
Golf played HBC in Larchwood last Thursday. Brady Bork placed first, shooting 40. Owen Sudengay second for boys with a 41. Morgan Gunnerman placed first for girls with a 48. Both teams won the boys winning 168 to 205 and the girls 207 to incomplete. Tennis picked up another win this week, beating Blue Earth at home 5-2. Pierce Cunningham, Kyle Ferguson and Jay Sarp, Chance Tunison and Logan Ullman, and Griffin Jarko racked up wins this week.
Baseball opened up their week with a cold doubleheader against Redwood and Laverne. Laverne had a lead in both games but fell to Redwood twice, 2-6 and 5-8. Cardinals then played on Thursday against Pipestone. Cardinals picked up their first win of the season against the Arrows, outscoring them 7-4.
That's it for this week. Back to the nest.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Good job to all the teams.
That was this week's episode of CTV.
See you next week.